welcome to episode 852 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, January 7th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will to talk with you today about what, gentlemen? Pat, what's in the cup of coffee?
Oh, so much, everything. It's the happenings of the day. We're going to talk about new vehicles, dead people, nudes, and a little bit of altercation at a high school basketball game.
All right.
Ooh, love that. Spicy.
Is that okay?
I know the nudes,
great.
and I'm excited. Yeah.
I know none of those things.
Nudes, huh?
You're going to like the nudes. Well, Mark, your wife knows about the nudes because when I screenshotted them, she had interacted with the nudes post. So you'll have something to talk about after the show.
I was about to say, watch your fucking mouth, but saved at the end. Whoa,
Yeah.
Wow.
This is getting steamy.
That was getting a little bit hairy there.
It might get
your
steamy
wife
later.
knows about
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
Once you see these nudes,
What
then
the
know
fuck?
She's seen the
does
nudes.
that mean?
you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Mark was there.
Mark, what's in the TikTok international moment?
We're gonna go to across the pond for a double, but then we're gonna come back home because it's Friday. So we're gonna do a Florida Man Friday.
Nice.
And also I'll let you know during my segment. Maybe there's a little more Florida Man Friday you can get your hands on.
Ooh. Oh, yes. The always delicious Florida Man Friday. Wes, what do you got for us?
We're checking in on a little mystery celebrity we haven't heard from in a while. We're gonna check in and see what's going on with them.
Nice.
Is it
That's all I'm gonna
Deborah,
tease.
the Demander Reno, the panty seller?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
It's not. Okay. It's somebody behind the mystery door, though.
Yes.
You're gonna open it up when it gets to you.
Be revealed very soon.
all right.
Nice. And the wheel wants me on voicemails and reviews all the time now. And we are but humble servants of the wheel. So I am on voicemails and reviews.
The wheel sound effect on the audio is awesome.
Which one did you use? Is it?
It's like
is it yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's great.
It's like, yeah, it's cool.
It's classic.
You don't get that on YouTube. Yeah, that's on the audio version. Yeah,
Yeah, I think the thing we pull up has like a little
does.
bit of a.
does it?
And it has
Yeah,
a
look.
celebration sound whenever
It has a
whoever gets
celebration.
It actually has two sounds. Yeah. So YouTube.com/Hard Factor News if you want the upgraded audio.
They're both. You choose.
TikTok. We're doing our first live this Saturday, and I've never used the TikTok application pretty much ever. I've opened it up a few times.
That's why you're going live.
That's why I'm going to be the one going live with hot takes from the hot tub. And I understand from my fellow hosts and interns that use the TikTok application that Pokemon card unboxings are the number one way to connect with your audience on TikTok Live. So
Pretty much half of the TikTok live.
When you
show.
say your audience, I wouldn't call these people our audience.
Hey, we're gonna get a few of them to sign up.
audience.
We're gonna get them to sign up, Pat.
take
it's
all
the
comers.
TikTok audience.
Yeah, you
It's the
gonna
TikTok. It's the TikTok audience.
scoff your nose at 13-year-olds opening packs of Pokemon? We'll
Hey,
take
come
them.
on.
So we're gonna do a little hot takes in the hot tub plus Pokemon card unboxing once we hit enough subscribers in the chat.
So just so I get this right,
7:30 Eastern time.
you're going to be doing the
Between
very
the football
popular,
games.
very popular unboxing of Pokemon cards, and you can do that from the hot tub.
Yep. Hot tub. See, this is the thing. The hot takes from the hot tub was the original idea, and then the Pokemon card unboxing just is the trendy thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mash them together, even though it doesn't make sense.
No one's ever done it.
I'll attempt to keep the Pokemon cards dry enough so that people in the chat don't like have a heart attack.
Oh yeah,
but I
you
can't
drop one
make
of those
any-
big ones.
Yeah. Check 'em
Drop
out.
like a Lord Sith or
Oh
something.
man, you got the
fucking-
set behind you.
I got the Dragonite V set. I mean, there's all kinds
It's
of
hard to get your hands on.
No, I actually I went to a GameStop at the perfect time. A shipment had just arrived, and
What are the odds of that?
yeah, no, it was
They
meant
tell
to
you how
be.
lucky you were.
It was- oh yeah, they did.
Did you tell me you were going to open them in a hot tub?
No, I did not. I did not
They
want to
probably
start a
would've sold-
fight.
They probably wouldn't have sold them to you.
No. I didn't want to. These were collectors themselves.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
of the GameStop employees.
They could
so.
tell they were trying to feel you out. They're like,
Yeah, they didn't know. The one guy was giving me a look like, well, I'm not sure if he's going to respect those cards.
yeah.
But he was onto something. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nah, I'm excited about it.
So you got them. You got them. You're in your possession. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my
He just showed them.
Man,
I got packs on packs. I'm ready to unpack them. And that's 7:30 Eastern time tomorrow, Saturday.
you're a brave guy, Will. I wouldn't have even asked because I would have figured they were sold out, and I hate being told you're an idiot, so I wouldn't have even asked. But
well, I went to 2 stores before where I got basically the idiot treatment. They're like, I went to Best Buy and to Target, where I got the Target people were just like snickering at me from the corner. I could tell because I was like perusing the Pokemon area, and then the Best Buy guy was like,
"He's a real Nugelberg."
The Best Buy guy was like, "If we have anybody, they're right here."
Right.
And there was just an empty shelf, but like 1 pack hanging in the corner. So I got
it's like the scene in Turbo Man where Chris Parnell's like, he's asking for Turbo Man.
yeah, there's like,
hey buddy, he's asking for Turbo Mans.
I bet if you go in a GameStop though, and they say they're out of them, and you just kind of like threaten the guy, he's gonna pull a few out from his personal, like take
From
all.
his
They all
stash.
have them.
Yeah,
They all
yeah,
have them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I was gonna buy all these, but I guess you can have them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, GameStop place to go. Also, I hear that their stock is surging again. So nice.
yeah, they're also armed. Almost every GameStop employee because of we'll talk about it another time.
They're
But let's do the
badasses.
news.
GameStop's awesome.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Boyos. Fun fact for today, January 7th.
Dolphins sleep with one eye open.
Just one eye. They're like a cowboy on the range. or
This is yesterday's show.
or a threatened prisoner in his cell. Guys, the best-selling bobblehead of all time, according to the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum, is, I don't want to guess, just take a stab, take a
Mickey
guess.
Mantle.
Bobblehead of all time.
Mantle.
Hey, Ruth.
Ruth, okay.
Wait.
That was your guess.
Derek Jeter.
Michael Jordan.
Jeter, okay. We'll got 2 guesses, all wrong. Guys, the number 1 selling bobblehead of all time is, of course, Anthony Fauci.
Oh, no
Wow.
way. Selling? People actually bought it?
Oh, yeah, because the bobblehead was raising money for the American Hospital Association, $5 from each head.
That's not fair.
Wow.
Who's second? Who
That's
didn't
not
do a
official.
charity thing? Who didn't do a charity thing?
Well, so he dethroned, you
Okay,
may
thank
remember this, Sister Jean. Sister Jean.
Oh, Sister Jean.
Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt, the bobblehead of the
Wow.
98-year-old nun who was a fixture at Loyola Chicago's basketball games during the 2018
Yeah.
NCAA tournament.
I'd say Sister Jean much more deserving of the title than Fauci.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
Bobblehead's
title
supposed to be
is
sports, in my opinion. Anything
Right.
associated
Why
with
is it
sports.
old people now?
Yeah, both those people are not really athletes, though.
No. No, yeah, bobbleheads are supposed to be athletes.
When
Well-
did it transition into pop culture people, Pat?
When
Look, I don't look. The third best,
profitability.
the third best is Johnny Depp. What do you want from me? I don't know.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is third?
These aren't official bobbleheads. This is insulting.
No, you're wrong, bro. This is from the Bobblehead Museum.
Anyone that you know, anyone that collects bobbleheads, like I have a few, knows that they have to be official bobbleheads,
All right,
and they
Wes.
have to be sports
Wow.
figures.
Wes, do you want to get schooled? Because I literally was
Wow.
talking to a guy who's telling me
Damn.
all about National Bobblehead Day, which is today, because he has a bobblehead, and he was talking to the Bobblehead Museum Hall
Whoa.
of Fame, which is the one that's certifying these bobblehead results. So
Oh yeah, great.
yeah, because you had 2 bobbleheads of the 2 Orioles games.
Wes is
you
an
went to.
amateur bobblehead
no,
collector.
Shit,
right?
are you calling Wes a bobblehead?
I'm saying
No,
he's fronting like he knows his shit on bobbleheads.
I've got like 3 bobbleheads. My uncle gave them to me, and that my uncle that I no longer talk. My uncle that no longer talk to. He's out of my life now.
My uncle that I don't want to talk to.
but you remember
he
about
gave
the
me one.
bobblehead.
He gave me
Yeah.
one. He gave me one good piece of information though, and that's that bobbleheads are sports figures.
Yeah, they've got individual numbers on them.
Dude, I went to an estate sale one time after seeing that bobbleheads resold on eBay Classics, and I was at the estate sale in like a rich area of Austin, and I spotted these bobbleheads, and I was with my girlfriend at the time. I was like, "Psst, look, we should get them." And she's like, "Yeah, totally get them." I bought like 15 bobbleheads, thinking that they were vintage. They were all replications of vintage. They're worth nothing.
They
You know,
didn't have numbers on them, did they?
Didn't
I have like
numbers
12
on
bobbleheads of teams I don't care about. It's National
Wes had
Bobblehead.
been with you. He'd have been able to point that out.
You would have
Yeah, it would have been fine.
It's National Bobblehead Day, guys. It's also National Tempura Day. So let's get to today in history. In 1953, guys, President Harry Truman announced the American development of the hydrogen bomb, which, considering that Truman was the guy that dropped the atomic bomb, as we talked about earlier this week, you take Truman pretty seriously when he's announcing a new bomb, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did. He's
Yeah.
the only one. He's the only world leader, hopefully ever, to drop a nuke.
I don't know.
Two. Double. Well,
Double.
the only one that did it on actual people, not on test.
No, I'm saying I don't know he'll be the only one. All right, 1959, guys. U.S. recognizes Fidel Castro's Cuban government. Hey, all right. Also, gangster Meyer Lansky flees Cuba for the Bahamas because the Cuban Revolution and the rise of Fidel Castro. He said, I'm out of here. In 1969, this is a fun one. The U.S. doubled the president's salary. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's talk about presidential salaries for a second, because I got
to what?
They doubled it to, I'll tell you here in just a second, I think 200,000. But okay, so the salary from Washington to Grant was $25K, which for Washington was the equivalent of $636,000. By the time it got to Grant, equivalent of $472, right?
Still pretty good.
Congress doubled Grant's salary in 1873 to $50K, or the equivalent of $994,000. Pretty good, right?
That's probably the highest paid. Like, oh no, I see one higher. But.
Well, okay, so Taft, this Taft motherfucker made out like a bandit. So Congress raised the salary again in 1909 to $75,000, which was the equivalent of $1.9 million for Taft. Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah, he was a fat guy, right? He needed a lot of food.
He needed a lot.
That's right.
He was like, you got
get the bigger bathtub.
Yeah. Sadly, it peaked with Taft. From Truman to Johnson, it was $100K. So they doubled it to $100K. But that sounds right. Yeah. From Truman to Johnson, it was $100K, or $953,000 to $647,000. Nixon also cleaned up, as he should have. He made $200,000 or $1.3 million, and then Clinton ended up holding the bag on that cycle at $200K being worth $200K, and since it's been doubled to $4.
All the sex perks, you know,
big time. Yeah. Also on this day, I believe Kenneth Starr's investigation opened for Clinton. Anyway, that's what happened.
Did not have sexual relations with that woman.
She was wearing a thong, Ken.
Oh boy,
she was wearing a thong, Ken.
Is that you're back again, huh?
You ever heard of it?
Look, Vernon. I don't know. She went down to the mall and got some sort of new underwear.
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
Who's there?
I almost fainted.
Peeking out of the top like a couple fleshy, googly eyes. Or Clinton noticing a thong on Monica Lewinsky is just it's the absolute best. So we should watch the recreation to see how the guy portraying Clinton reacts in the recent. All right, guys, let's get to the news. Peter Bogdanovich, R.I.P. to director Peter Bogdanovich, also writer and actor. Bogdanovich died early on Thursday in his home in Los Angeles. He was 82. And like so many other heavy hitters in the film business, Bogdanovich got his start working for Roger Corman, the legendary and prolific producer of bad B movies. He's best known for The Last Picture Show, for which he took home a Best Director Oscar, and Sybil Shepherd in her prime, a nice. Ooh. And he also did Paper Moon, which was good. And if you're not a film cat, or maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, you might know Bogdanovich best from his role as Dr. Melfi's therapist in The Sopranos. Mm-hmm. There you go. R.I.P., man. Chevy trucks, guys. The first edition of the Chevy Silverado EV sold out in just 12 minutes, proving that you can be a truck guy and care about the environment too.
How many do they sell?
A fuck ton. Just a lot.
You see the Ford
goddamn fucking Avalanche or
it does. The Ford Lightning F-150, which is also an EV truck, sold. They capped it at $200K. They sold it right away. Apparently, that one's going to be good too.
It's pretty good, guys. The market for electric trucks is high, which makes me think, based upon the massive demand, that there might be some good money to be made with some pro-truck, pro-environment bumper stickers. Things like, I'm hauling my part to stop climate change. Or, yes, this is my truck. No, I will not help you move, but I will gladly share some information about the importance of not being dependent on foreign oil.
No, you can't put that bumper sticker on there. You get your truck broken into.
Well, you think that, bro, but this is a movement. Truck guys are now environmental.
But none of these people in this movement are gonna the type of people who will rob someone else. They're just gonna be targets.
If you can see this, you're too close to the problem. Go fix it.
Exactly.
It's the environment.
Mark gets it. So you can start a business, man. Yeah. Like
it's the my truck is $150,000 bumper sticker.
Will, but look, think about
nice shit inside.
Think about how often you're behind a gas or diesel truck and you see a bumper sticker related to that gas or diesel truck. Like 1 out of 4 trucks probably has that. Now this is a whole new line of trucks where none of those bumper stickers apply.
It's true, but they're going to be expensive.
Well, if the demand, demand's high.
All right. Well, poo-poo the idea. You're out.
Well, what I'm saying is
I'll come up with some catchy.
No, Mark's in.
a price of your car. People typically don't put bumper stickers on.
You're right. Well,
yeah.
And then,
You're out too, Wes.
You're out too.
not going to make any money.
Nobody's going to self-prophesize this thing. I don't know how to say the word, but nobody's going to put this out.
Profit from it.
Yeah.
Pat, we'll sell it at to order, so we won't have to put any capital down.
Oh, and also that'll help with waste, which our
Yes.
consumer base will really
Which we'll let
appreciate.
everyone
That's
know on the
good, yeah.
website. It's to
You got to make
order.
sure it's on biodegradable paper.
Yep.
Hey,
yep.
we don't need your fucking advice. Okay, you're out.
Yeah, you're out.
You're out. Guys, Britney Spears. Oh, he's living her best life post conservatorship.
She's twirling around in her videos like a lunatic.
No, she's still this time, Mark. But how do I know she's living her best life?
Oh, yeah.
You
do.
guessed it. A sick cassette nudes got posted on her Instagram the other day.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because thank you, Britney.
Well, not full, but
Whoa.
she covered it up. She covered up her nips and her vagina with hearts.
She
and
sure
flowers.
did.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. It's, it's a provocative picture that she
Sure
posted
is.
to her Instagram account.
Sure is.
And she's wearing the thigh high.
Don't let Bill Clinton see this.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh, that's a girl from
What is
MTV?
that? Brittany? What is that, an emoji over?
Hey, let Brittany in.
He's biting his lip off.
She doesn't need a conservator.
I expect her about 3. Let her in when she gets here.
And Hillary said, "I'd never go after anyone age appropriate." Yeah, guys. Britney dropped a double dose of nudity with the caption, "Free women energy has never felt better."
ooh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the world. Think. I want you guys to think about this for a second. Just think about this for a second. When we were 13, 14 years old, Britney Spears put that Rolling Stone cover out where she was dressed like a schoolgirl and like you could kind of see some cleavage. And you sat and looked at that thing just dreaming of the day. Maybe one day I'll see this woman nude. And now flash forward 30 years later, 25 years later,
She's posting
bam.
all the time.
She's just posting them for free on IG anytime you want.
Didn't she get married recently?
Who knows?
She's like engaged, I think.
Lucky
That
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely she should be free, but she's crazy, man. The one video where she's twirling that she recently posted, she just keeps
But
twirling.
Mark, that's her. You haven't watched much. So did you recently start following Britney Spears?
No, I just see it whenever it's on Instagram. I don't even follow her.
She's
account.
been
Like,
doing
it's
the
my weird-
same stuff for
But
years.
I want to explain what's crazy about it is the look in her face. It's a combination of like a young child or like a happy dog trying to please its owner. When she spins around, she's like, "Did I do it? Like, did I do it good?" It's this crazy.
trying to not be
It's this
dizzy.
crazy look. Like she's either like been stuck at the her mind is stuck as like a child probably when they started making her do all these show tunes and stuff. It's
Right.
either like she's in.
That's what it is. Trauma stops
She
you
has
from
the mind
developing.
of like an 8-year-old based on the
Yeah.
look on her face. Yeah.
She's like one of those cows that gets freed and like that's put on grass for the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Tell you what you don't got.
you know those
She
videos.
loves the spin videos. So I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
She posts like 15 spin videos
Because
a
she
week.
thinks it's pleasing whoever, like it's like she got the look of a dog that like brings you back the tennis ball and it's like
That's her thing, man.
Yeah.
Spin videos and then
Yeah.
new fits, like new outfits, and then nudes. That's like pretty much it.
she's
And then-
insane.
And then like stuff with flowers. Yeah, that's like her. That's
Hopefully
that's
her
what I
new
bet.
fiance is a good
That's
guy.
her IG game.
Takes care of her.
Hopefully he's not.
I'm
the
sure he's
jealous
real
type.
good.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got to be over that because I mean, he has to know with her, she's posting nudes constantly. So
Yeah.
like, you got to know that day one.
Yeah.
That's
You
part.
take
of
the
deal.
pictures. You take some of those pictures.
He wakes up every day not knowing if it's his last with her,
Yeah, I'm with you, Wes.
Yeah.
She could kill him at any day.
or just say,
She
"Get out of my
spins-
apartment"
yeah,
or whatever.
well, yeah.
You know, or say, "Who are you?"
Yeah,
Right,
who are you?
It's time for you to leave. Let's move on.
All true.
Guys, you ever heard the term? You ever heard of it's a Kentucky pileup? You ever heard of that?
It sounds awesome.
It sounds sexual.
Yeah. it's-
Yeah.
It's like an orgy.
Yeah, well, Kentucky pileup, guys, is when a winter storm in Kentucky hits so hard and so fast that it causes a 75-car pileup on Route I-64 and I-75.
They get bad ice storms there.
It's I-95 all over again.
Yeah, it was two different highways. This happened on at least 75 cars across the two highways. It's pretty messed up.
Shit.
That's 64.
That's 64, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any casualties?
No casualties, thank God.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love how there's always a car that can there's always a car that can drive around in any snow and then video the carnage of the other shit. Like there's some truck that's just like on like chains and massive tires here, just driving past, taking video of all the carnage. And he's just he has no problem.
It's like the vehicle they should have sent with that stupid satellite you were talking about yesterday, so that we could fucking see it in space.
You know what? You guys weren't alone. Actually, the web, like I saw their Twitter account apologized that nobody can see what's actually happening, and they're like, actually, there's good reasons for that because we had to unfold it and blah blah blah. And so, like, literally, they couldn't fit cameras on to film this process, but. They had to apologize because there was enough skeptical people who don't believe the telescope exists.
When you send a $10 billion telescope up to wherever the fuck you made up the location that you're sending it to,
send a $2,000 drone with it. Just saying, guys. A quick update on the I-95 disaster that left hundreds of Virginia motorists trapped in their cars overnight earlier in the week. As we predicted, people did just leave their cars. Some people did, which led to delays in reopening the highway. And according to reports, there are about 20 cars with values under $2,500 whose drivers applied a cost-benefit analysis and said, fuck it, and then just ditched them, walked away. So
Yep.
Makes
sense.
What are you going to do? Moving on.
Not sit in the snow for 27 hours.
No, I'm under 25. You're walking away.
Big Ounce. We got a lot of Chicago guys in the Discord, and Big Ounce was bringing up a time where this happened like 5 or 6 years ago in Chicago, and he said people left their cars, and one of his buddies got in on like the towing contract, and they just ended up like towing all of the cars because like people like left them there, or they were like,
It's had to collect it after it melted.
Those are God's cars now. Moving on, guys. And just like that, Chris Noth, a.k.a. Mr. Big, was edited out of the finale of the Sex and the City installment, just like that.
That's funny.
That guy's ear is hilarious.
He was edited out.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
Well, yeah, he was dead. According to TV Line, the final episode was expected to include a fantasy element in which Mr. Big would appear beside Carrie while she scattered his ashes from the famed Pont des Arts in Paris, where the couple once shared a romantic moment. So definitely a scene that was necessary.
He got edited out of the dream scenario at the end, the grand finale.
So her ending is just fucked now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you want to see where like a woman's like loyalty to the Me Too movement comes in. Have them be a Sex and the City fan, and then tell them about Mr. Big, and they will be like, "Fuck you, not Mr. Big." They don't want to have any questions asked. They don't want to know anything about it.
Conundrum, because they love Sex and the City.
They
so much.
love Mr. Big so much.
And he's a great character.
Well, you know who's laughing all the way to the bank about this is Samantha. What's her name?
Yeah. What? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The one who
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall. Yeah. Because she didn't come back and she was mad, and now she's probably like, ha ha.
Dude, I want you to think about something real quick. Kim Cattrall literally went to the almost cliff, the edge of a cliff in terms of her entertainment career when she was doing Skinamax softcores, right? And then came back from that somehow to do Sex and the City. And then now she's like, I'm not coming back for the fucking new show. Like, what a ride.
Yeah. Well, maybe she knew about Mr. Big. Maybe she's like, I'm not going to act around that fucking sexual predator.
There you go. Guys, yesterday's big news was January 6th riot stuff. Biden gave a speech saying you can't love our country only when you win. Trump fired back saying, why is this guy using my name to divide our country? Blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all. The important thing, guys, is
two old guys all over the news again. Great. Trump and Biden. Great.
Is this preview of 2024?
Yeah,
Trump
cool. Please, God, no.
Whoa,
yeah.
2.0.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a shitty day for everybody.
Why?
I will say that Biden gave his first good speech of, how long has he been around? And Trump fired back. But the most important thing Trump did, guys, was announce that on the 19th of January, his social media app, Truth, ironically named Truth, is finally launching. And here's the byline. Truth Social is America's Big Tent social media platform that encourages an open and free and honest global conversation without discriminating against political ideology. And
That's
what
awkward.
they meant to say is a insular nationwide conversation with one political ideology.
Right. So he now has to compete with Getter too. That's ridiculous. Why would
So Getter and Truth are on the
that makes
same
no
month.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look,
That's a
I'm
little
just
bit
saying
too much to keep
his
up
target
with.
audience doesn't like truth. I don't know what he's thinking with that name. All right, moving on. I'm kidding.
No, you know a guy who doesn't like truth and who was widely celebrated on January 6th was what's his face? Dick Cheney. My goodness.
Well,
that guy was just dominating the trends. Everybody's like, "Oh, look at how righteous and selfless Dick Cheney is."
Dick Cheney, huh?
He's an evil warmonger.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's such a wise sage." It's like, shut the fuck up. Get Dick Cheney off the stage. What did you love the Iraq War?
It was Trump, Biden, and Dick Cheney news?
Yes. That was January 6th.
That's terrible.
And the bomber, the guy they were looking for. That was about it.
Oh, man. Cheney was so evil and so powerful.
I steered clear of it.
That when he shot Judge Whittington in the face, apparently inside baseball here, there were like 3 or 4 guys that were like, "It was me. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus."
Holy shit!
Take the rap
for the time, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't let him do it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to tell that story. All right, finally, guys, the
cream of the crop.
Okay, a high-ranking Tennessee Republican lawmaker has apologized after he was ejected from his son's high school basketball game after he got into it with a referee. The dispute included what appeared to be a failed attempt at pulling down the referee's pants. On Tuesday, Jeremy Faison.
He tried to pants the ref.
He tried to pants the ref. I guess this was maybe Monday night or Tuesday night. He entered the court.
Refs,
There was a bit of a scuffle or a melee between the high school boys playing basketball, and Faison didn't like that. So he jumped in, much like Dick Cheney did, to protect his daughter, Liz, entered the court and was told by a referee he needed to leave. And according to the report, Faison then pointed a finger in the referee's face and said, "You can't tell me to leave the floor. This is all your fault." And then he did this.
Where is he?
So
Where
this
is he,
the
Pat?
fight.
Which part of the
You-
screen?
I zoomed in. So the fight erupts.
Okay. Not a lot of people there. He tried. He tried to pants
such
him.
a shitty attempt though.
And he
the ref
ejected him.
laughed at him.
Look at the ref's belly and the belt. You got to really tug on that.
That ref is so cocky.
Oh, you
Kidding, Jeremy?
Yeah, you kidding? Exactly.
You kidding, Jeremy?
He didn't even get close.
Get out of here,
Get out of here, Jeremy.
You're out of here, Jeremy. Blows the whistle, threw him out.
Oh, man. This was a field day for his colleagues on the other side of the aisle because Jeremy has led an anti-bullying legislation.
Oh, no.
And there's tons of videos of him talking about not bullying on the Tennessee state floor.
I would say pulling someone's pants down in front of 100 people is bullying.
That's bullying. Yeah.
Oh, what a dick. Yeah.
Top
And then
five
the
bully
ref
move.
the ref
It's a huge bully move. It's like atomic wedgie, swirly, stuffed in locker, and pantsing. They're all like,
Yeah.
he looks
Punch
so
in the
much
mouth.
worse. The ref just handled it so smoothly too. He didn't even
that's bullying. That's bullying, Jeremy. Out of here.
He was afraid to do it. Well, he didn't really commit to the pantsing. He went for it, and he was hoping that it would take a lot less physical effort.
He's a coward bully.
He was wearing a belt.
He didn't commit. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Faison released a statement, guys, and it said, "For years, I thought how wrong it is when a parent loses their temper at a sporting event. It's not Christian and it's not mature. It's embarrassing to the child. I've always been my thoughts. Unfortunately, I acted the fool tonight, and I lost my temper on a ref. I was wanting him to fight me. Totally lost my junk and got booted from the gym."
I totally lost my junk.
Yeah, I've never really lost my temper, but I did tonight, and it was completely stupid of me.
I don't believe that.
That's the best.
Emotions getting in the way of rational thoughts are never
That's an
good.
I don't sweat comment right
Yeah.
there.
That's the first time I've ever tried to pants someone.
I hope to be able to find the ref and ask him for forgiveness. I was bad wrong.
Bad wrong.
Bad wrong. He talks hilarious.
Yeah.
He writes hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You think I bet the rep forgave him immediately. He's like, "Oh, it's okay, Jeremy. You're just an idiot."
Yeah.
Jeremy doesn't understand what happens when you physically assault someone. They don't want to see you. It was like
I'd like
it was like Cuomo when he's like, "I'd like to find the woman who accused me of sexual assault and personally sit her down and explain in a room with just me and her and explain
I'd like
why."
to meet him in a close area, and I'd recommend he doesn't wear a belt this time.
You got to stay with Jerry.
Two beltless men meeting. He's gonna try it again.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
wrong.
Is that everything, Patrick?
That's it.
That's the coffee.
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Let's take care of a little business, guys. We're going to talk about one of our favorite sponsors, Bird Dogs. Okay, shorts with the built-in silky, soft inner liner that makes underwear completely obsolete. And now they have pants that do the same thing. You can choose the liner or not the liner. I know Will talks about how he's a fan of their joggers, his favorite pants, in fact, all the time. The most comfortable shorts I've ever worn during the summer, not even close. So what they did is they stole Lululemon's designer, and now they're just doing it better. If you're not wearing Bird Dogs any time of the year now, summer, fall, spring, winter, all 4 seasons, you can wear these things now. What the fuck are you doing, right? Every guy needs a pair of Bird Dogs. So they did it again, right? Did they do it again?
They did it again. They did it again.
Are you talking about with the product? Because we first got on the shorts, and then we got on the joggers, then we got on the khakis. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
That's right.
Talking about with the delightful pants and shorts. They did
I'd
it.
say they reinvented pants. If that's doing it again.
Yeah.
Hey, Wes.
Is that what you were asking?
Hey, Wes, do they do it again if they do it every time?
That's true. That's
Yes,
a good question.
they do it again.
Technically, yes, they do it again every time. You can just ask it again, but of course they did it.
All right.
Oops, they did it again.
Yeah.
Go to
Spinning.
Bird Dogs. Yeah, spinning. Oops, we did it again.
We made another set of great
We
pants.
made some comfortable shorts. You're gonna love them. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. You remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs? They whistle when you throw them. Yeah, one of those. But they got the Bird Dogs logo on it. It's genius. That's birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR. And you got it. Boom. Free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off. We promise you. We do really highly recommend them. We get comments on them all the time, how awesome they are. People order them and tell us, our friends and people in the hive. They are a very good product. So check them out.
Yeah, they want to keep working with us because you keep buying them. And also, if they keep working with us, we get free products. So keep buying them, please, so that we can wear free, incredibly comfortable pants and shorts. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Promo code FACTOR. All right, guys. You guys remember Jared Fogle, right? Remember this guy?
Yes.
Remember Jared Fogle?
He was big, wasn't he?
Yeah, there he is.
That was original Jared right there.
That was not Subway subs. That was some other type of subs.
Good.
Yeah.
That was 10,000 calorie a day, Jared, right there. He got famous for losing over 200 pounds eating only Subway sandwiches, and then he got famous again for being a rampant pedophile.
Yes.
He made over $15 million from Subway during his time as their spokesperson before pleading guilty in August 2015 and paying $1.4 million in restitution to 14 victims. So that's $100K each, which seems a little low if you ask me.
So was he taking the pictures himself?
No, he was doing a lot of things. He was caught with over 400 videos of child porn, and he was charged with paying to have sex with underage girls as young as 14.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, he was caught by one of his like friends set him up about talking about putting a video camera in her kid's room or some shit.
Well, you know what he did?
Yeah.
He had a pool house. So Jared had a pool, and he had a pool house, and he'd say, "Come on over to the pool, kids," and then he'd say, "Oh, why don't you change your swimsuits in the pool house?"
And
right
he had
there.
like a video thing in there.
He had a whole setup.
Oh, fuck me. We should have seen this coming because in all of his commercials, he was like, "I'm Jared. I lost 200 pounds, which is like 6 kids." He kept equating it to
He always relates everything.
That was not his equation.
You don't remember that?
Terrible.
He licked his lips.
Yeah.
He was always doing stuff with the kids, though. Here's an old commercial. Just
Look
to
how many
refresh you.
kids fit in my old pants.
Look, there's
I'm
4
in here
kids
with them.
There they are. Look how big those jeans were.
I'm in one leg, they're in the other.
Here's an old famous commercial they did.
Mr. Fogle, no denying your body's changed over the years.
Yes.
Sir, this committee must know, did you ingest anything that helped create this change in your physique?
Yes.
Go on.
Usually a 6-inch turkey breast sub for lunch and a foot-long veggie delight for dinner.
You get those over the counter?
Yes, at a Subway restaurant.
What is this?
What is this?
We're going to need more evidence.
Am I free to go?
So
He can't act.
No, he cannot. He cannot act. That's one thing he never
those
was able to do.
politician actors were great, though.
Yeah, all the old white guys shooing him off at the end. Sure. We've got our subs now, sir. Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, just when Subway thought that they had, gotten past the whole Jared thing, here he comes again. He is speaking out for the first time since entering prison. He was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months in a Colorado prison, and he's first eligible for release in March 24th of 2029 after he serves 85% of his sentence, though he basically tries like every week to get it reduced because boy, does Jared hate prison, as is evident.
Pedophiles in prison.
Yeah, as is evident in this letter that was obtained, and I'm going to read that for you guys right now. It starts off, "Dear, please send cyanide pills. Thank you." Yeah, I guess he thought that they wouldn't read the dear part, and he could sneak it in.
Oh.
Yeah. "Dear, please send cyanide pills. Thank you for taking the time to write me. I don't have a ton of time to write this, and not because I don't have time in the truest sense of the word. As you know, I have lots and lots of time. But you see, the doors are going to open up soon, and that's when things get a little hairy for me around here. Life in prison isn't great, let me tell you. It's really a big game of hide and seek. I hide, and they seek me. The main goal of the game is to hide so well that they don't have a lot of time when they eventually do seek me out. You understand what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, it's not like I have a lot of options. One time I tried to hide in the oven, but that didn't go over well because they almost cooked me alive when they discovered I was in the oven.
I heard work for him.
Yeah, I heard laughing as they pushed against the oven door saying, "How long do you have to roast a pedophile before he's done? Do you think his little sick penis will pop up like a turkey popper when he's done?" Luckily for me, they only warmed me up a little bit before the guards found me. That was a close call for Jared. The problem is,
was he referring to himself in the third person?
Yeah,
he is
commenting on.
He is.
From the letter.
Yeah, that day was a close call for Jared. The problem is now they always try to stuff me in the oven because they say my asshole feels better at exactly 140 degrees, and it weakens me, so I fight less.
It weakens him.
It weakens him. They even have a name for it. They call it the Toasted Jared Delight. And then they mock me by saying, "Nice, warm, out of the oven, just like that fresh-baked Subway bread. Huh, Fogle, you sick fuck."
Man, they used the slogan against him.
Yeah. I don't really know where the guards go most of the time. Seems like they should probably hire a few more guys around here based on how easily I get thrown in the oven.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Offer to pay for them. I'll pay their salaries.
Yeah.
They're always switching shifts on them.
Yeah. Anyway, I better get running and hiding now. If you run into my lawyer, tell him I'd really appreciate a call back, and tell my kids to stop sending me mean letters. Really got to go now. Wish me luck, Jared. So
wow,
that letter was, he's having a tough time in prison, but he's still alive.
I mean, he was a pedophile, right?
That was obtained by the Post. The New York Post, and he did add a few more things in the letter, and he says that he's in the what's the name of the fucking prison? The Englewood, Colorado Federal Correctional Institution, which is a low security prison. So, some of that was made up. He's actually got a pretty posh life in prison, it sounds like. He fucking watches football on the weekends because he says that helps him. The weekends fly by with the time. He also is able to stay in great shape. He's in the best shape of his life, in fact. Look at him now. He weighs 180 pounds.
So now that we're done that hilarious bit, this is real. He's not getting abused at all.
Not at all.
This is the real. He's in a low security prison and he's watching football and reading the newspaper and working out. He's having a great time. Yeah.
He's living like fucking Martha Stewart was in prison.
Which is infuriating.
And he's still a millionaire after he gets out.
The letter you read was making me laugh and smile. This is making me upset.
Right.
So Jared's going to get out and be a millionaire.
He said in the letter that he still likes to laugh and smile, right?
He does. Yeah, he says, "I like to let." Basically, he has no remorse at all, except that he basically got caught. He's like, I really fucked up by being here. Like, I can't believe I'm here. It's not like I feel for the victims or anything.
He has a fine life in prison. No fear of anything.
That's
he watches
gross.
TV
and he's
and
a guy who like wants to fuck kids.
Yeah. Oh, big time. That's not going to change.
Right. He says he can run 4 to 5 miles a day. He eats granola bars.
It's not good for the
nuts.
kids.
Yeah, his stamina is bad for the children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You ever seen an 8-year-old run 4 miles? No,
they'll give up.
It doesn't happen.
Jared will track them down.
Mark, this will piss you off too. He also quotes our favorite movie in the Shawshank Redemption. He says there's a line in the Shawshank Redemption movie that goes something like this. When you can either get busy living or get busy dying when you're sent to prison. I've done everything I can to get busy living and make the most
piece of shit
of this unwanted experience.
He gets that movie's about a guy who was wrongfully imprisoned, right?
Right.
He doesn't understand.
When I saw
he's guilty.
The only other quote that could have made me more infuriating, because I saw he was quoting Shawshank, was I was like, is he going to say he's a bird that's like too bright to be caged?
Right.
Like the
like Andy Dufresne.
Yeah. Some birds.
I've learned I'm exactly like Andy Dufresne.
What a piece of shit this guy is.
Yeah. Yeah, no remorse, just that I royally screwed up to wind up where I am. I was selfish and entitled, and he's not living. He lives a better life than homeless people.
Many Americans.
Many poor people, many Americans. He lives a much better life right now.
He was talking about the food he eats, right? He's like, I could eat junk food, but I eat like my favorite type of granola bars and stuff. He gets like,
There was a rumor that he was taking culinary classes in the prison, which he says isn't true. But the fact that he could be taking culinary classes is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a white collar. He got into a nice prison.
He's in like a row
he's rich.
team.
He's looking at the mountains. He's like near Littleton.
Because he's rich and he got a really good lawyer and he got into a nice prison.
Didn't he say like he expects to like go back to a happy family when he gets out?
His wife divorced him.
Why would his wife take him back?
3 months after he got accused of all this shit. He's got 2 kids, 11 and 9, which right now they're getting into the age where people are going to start to figure out who their dad is, and they're going to start to get the brunt of that pretty soon.
They're going to be 18 when he gets out. He gets out in 10 years.
Yeah. So
terrible.
Yeah, pretty shitty. By the way, the son of a bitch did lose a bunch of weight. So here's how he did it. Lunch was the chain 6-inch turkey sub, a bag of baked chips and Diet Coke. And then for dinner, he ate a foot-long veggie sub and a Diet Coke.
He did it again.
I mean, he did do a good job of losing weight, but not as
good at that. Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, not so good other places. Apparently that place where he's at had the largest COVID outbreak of any prison in the United States. So hopefully at least he got like a real bad case of COVID.
No, he's so skinny now. He wouldn't fuck with him at all. He's just like bounces right off him.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
He's he's aged.
He looks goofy. Yeah, he looks old.
No, he's always been a goofy fucker.
Looks like
he's also a pedophile. So you got
Tiz Seinfeld or something.
Yeah, he does look like a Tiz Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Tisfeld.
There you go. So that's how Jared's doing. That'll be the last time we talk about it.
He's more like Seinfeld. You know what I mean? Handsy motherfucker.
Yeah, hopefully Jared never gets out of jail as long as we're doing this show.
They should be sending these motherfuckers to exactly what we think they should be getting sent to, which is a hard prison where they get their asses kicked.
Why can't scientists like realize what's in his brain? Why don't you just like put an image of like a football, which he likes to watch, and then a newspaper, and then like a bird, and then like a 12-year-old in a swimsuit, and just watch like his like reaction to it. And then when it goes off the charts, when it's always the 12-year-old in the swimsuit, don't let him out. Right. Don't let him out.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
It's on you, parole board. Come on.
Yeah. It's easy. Okay, guys. Pack your bags. We're taking a quick trip across the pond for a double, and then back home to Florida for Florida Man Friday, okay?
Okay.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Let me ask you guys, have you ever owned a Fleshlight, a pocket pussy?
No.
Honestly, say I haven't.
Intrigued.
I haven't either. Pat? Hey, yo. Well, if you did own one, and let's say you lived with your parents still, you'd probably hide it, right? You don't want mom going through your room and finding a fake vagina you shove your cock in and ejaculate into, right?
Oh, you're always hiding your sex toys. Any sex toy.
Seems like something you'd want to avoid. Unfortunately, for 20-year-old UK resident Tom Williams, that's exactly what happened to him. Allegedly, as he shared on social media a post that went viral, and that post was him with a screenshot behind him of his mom sending him a message on the family WhatsApp that he received while he was on vacation. And that message, again, was sent to the group chat, the family, said this. Hey, Tom, can I get rid of that fake vagina that's in your drawer under the bed, Tom? I was looking for a sheet in case you thought I was being nosy. And that went to, his dad, his brother, sister, mother, the whole family. And there he is being upset. So now the whole family now knows about Tom's Fleshlight. Pretty embarrassing. Now, I will say, great move posting this online because it's hilarious. Is it real? Maybe. He's an influencer with pretty big numbers by the looks of his accounts, so he could have staged it. But let's say it's real, because let's just assume it's real. Mom continued to bust on Tom apparently in the group chat, saying, "Anyone want these torches?" ? And then posted a picture of a flashlight and then Tom's flashlight next to it, and then continued saying, "The one on the right doesn't appear to have anywhere to put the batteries." So she was really
got that version.
That is fishy that she would keep going like that.
This is fishy.
Yeah. The guy's like a very much a social influencer. Seems fake to me. Anyways, taking it to the internet, since he posted it on the internet, and there's a lot of comments. I'll show you a few of my favorite ones from this one. This one from Stop Drop Row says, at Fleshlight Official, "There's nothing to be ashamed of unless it wasn't clean." And then Fleshlight themselves respond, and they're like, "Nothing at all. Nothing to be ashamed of having a fleshlight."
Notice how they didn't correct him. They just said nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Yeah, even clean, not clean.
They don't care.
And then I like this one from Tony. It gets a little hairy though. Tony replied, "Should have replied, no, it reminds me of you." This is to his mom. "No way she's bringing that up again. Ha ha ha." And then Allah goes, "Bro, what?" Why would you say that?
Yeah, you got to joke with your mom about how you want to fuck her, man.
Yeah, if you reference it as her being her pussy, she's gonna drop it forever and not think you're a weirdo.
Yeah, it's hilarious, bro.
Yeah. So the bro what got more likes, or the same amount of likes as the original reply. All right, let's stay in the UK, where we have an even dumber young man living there. 28-year-old Dylan Wright of Essex. He made a vain mistake that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Do you guys remember the kids in high school and maybe college? The guys I'm talking about, because it was rare for them, girls not so much. The guys that tanned or used like a tanning spray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Wrestling. Yeah. If you're a wrestler, lots of tanners in the wrestling world. Lots of tan boys.
What is that about, Will?
I don't know. It's just a wintertime sport, so maybe they need their vitamin D. They want to look good in the singlet,
Vanity, their body looks good.
People.
They want their skin to look good.
So,
well, Dylan Wright's a big time tanning guy. He has to be the tannist, right? Especially when he goes on vacation, which UK people do all the fucking time. So Wright went ahead with a tanning method I didn't even mention yet, and he bought 2 $13 tanning injections before his trip to Spain. Those shots or injections contain a lab-made hormone called melatonin 2, which increases melanin. And he was only supposed to take one of the injections, but he took them both, right? He said, why not? I'm going to Spain. Fuck it. And would you like to see what Dylan looked like after 6 days in Spain's sun and after the double dose of injections ran their course?
Yeah.
He's looking nice. Yeah.
See, his blonde hair accentuates the issue.
That's not him.
That's him.
That's pretty fucking funny.
That's amazing.
Oh my god!
With no makeup on, that's him.
That's him. Look
he
how
looks
dark
like.
he got.
What was that movie where the kid does blackface? Like he's going to college, where he like pretends to be black to get into college. Andrew McCarthy, I think.
Oh yeah.
Looks like that.
It's pretty bad, right? Dylan Dylan had to see a doctor when he got home. This was a few years ago.
He looks more like an eggplant, though. He doesn't even because he's a white guy who got extra melatonin, so he doesn't look like a different race. He just looks like a white guy who's got a weird color skin.
The best part by far is the blonde hair because it really pushes it out. He had to go see the doctors. This was 2014. He's just talking about it now to get views again on TikTok. Surprise. But the doctors, when they saw him, they're like, his skin's back to normal. Well, the doctors, when they saw him, said this. The doctors called me an idiot and told me it's a side effect from the drug, but now I'm stuck with freckles. I've got freckles like I'm in my 50s or 60s. It feels like my skin's aged. So he's normal tone again, but he's got like freckles that will last forever because of this injection, because of these injections. And like I mentioned,
one shot though, he probably would have been fine.
Probably better. Probably better than the double. He too, like the other idiot from the UK, posted this cell phone on TikTok, and here are a few of my favorite comments from that. So let's see. This one is from Mitchell Knight, and they said, "You can never donate blood now." It's like, which is weird. And then Vinny Duke goes, "That's not the only reason you can't donate blood." Nail polish cry face, calling him gay.
Wow.
Yeah, Vinny Duke.
Vinny Duke
Jesus.
dunking on gay
Vinny
people.
Duke.
And a lot of people on TikTok really enjoyed that one. Wow.
More likes for Vinny Duke's comment.
Yeah.
107 likes. They didn't get it. I don't. Hopefully not.
Oh, you don't think the nail polish gave it away?
Oh, they get it. Yeah.
They get it.
Oh, they get
nail
it.
polish.
They get it. Pretty aggressive from Vinny
They
there. Pretty aggressive from Vinny. And then I also like this one. This one's from Hard Factor, and they said, "Went full Trudeau."
Oh yeah.
I get it.
You get it? All right. Now let's head back to the States and to a place where everyone is tan. Beautiful, sunny Florida. Happy Florida Man Friday. We had a doozy of a Florida Man Friday show today on patreon.com/hardfactor, the first of the year. And Florida was very kind, giving us the stories, right? We had the cuppeth runneth overeth situation.
Yes,
and you know what? You know what? Fuck it. We're going to release this one on Saturday to the general public here to show you what you're missing if you aren't a patron. It will show up on Apple and Spotify or wherever you listen to this, Stitcher, whatever, iHeartRadio, with the title along the lines of like Patreon Preview Florida Man Friday. I dare you to listen to it and tell me that the 50 plus shows that are archived in Patreon and the new ones like the one you'll hear on Saturday or wherever you listen to it that come out every Friday aren't worth $5 a month. I fucking dare you to listen to it. And then $10 a month.
Double dog there. Yeah.
Right? You're not getting too many more of these free previews, okay? $10 a month gets you over 100 shows archived and 2 new shows a week that you won't hear anywhere else. The second show is more of us being dudes than any specific news themes. We're just kind of duding it up, talking it up. What's going on with your life, bro?
Real honest, yeah.
Real honest shit, self-deprecation, right? Check it out though, and then sign up, and we will see you in the Discord. And the main tier, by the way, that third tier for $20 a month gets you all that stuff, much more merch discounts, and then the monthly trivia night, which by the way is happening a week from today. So everyone in the Send in the Car tier, January 14th, trivia night. 14th. Boom. But I digress. Okay, this isn't even a Florida man, by the way. It's a Florida woman. I'd like you to meet former staff member at Heritage Middle School in Deltona, Florida, 41-year-old Kristen Williams.
A nice little chest tattoo there.
Yeah, she has
frizzy hair.
She has a concerning look to her, doesn't she? It is a mugshot, so it's probably that's part of it.
Sister wife vibe.
Yeah, right.
Definitely, Pat. That's what I was thinking.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's a little bit of like
I'm a chest tat down there.
Yes, I do
looks
now.
Pretty big.
It is. She's got like I'm a little crazier than normal look to her, even though she can like kind of pull off normal if she wanted to. Sister wife style.
She wouldn't want to fight that lady.
No, she'd win.
No,
yeah, she'd win.
She'd go the distance. She'd do what she had to do.
Guess what Kristen did to get fired from Heritage Middle School? Take a guess.
Fuck the kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, that's
She fucking kid?
I knew that's what you're going to say. Good guess. Allegedly, she didn't fuck a student, but you can be the judge of if she did or was trying to after you hear what she did do with the student that she got caught doing. And that's smoke weed with him in her car at 2 a.m.
Yeah, she was trying to fuck.
Kristen's an office assistant, so it's no surprise she was chiefing at 2 a.m. on a school night. She really doesn't have much to do as an office assistant during the day. But chiefing with someone who has the palindrome ages you when you're 41. That's 14, Wes.
I got it.
All right, okay.
I know.
All right, good. All right. Because you have a kid, maybe. I was going to pick on you.
I thought it was a dumb joke.
Yeah, it was a dumb joke. That's 14, Wes. In the middle of the night, that's a problem. When you're 41 and the kid's 14, that's a problem. Turns out the kid's parents woke up and found their child missing in the middle of the night. So the father got up and started driving around the neighborhood looking for him. And I guess the 14-year-old doesn't have a cell phone. Hopefully that's just a strict parenting decision and not a sign that they are poor. Although the kid smoking weed with the 41-year-old office assistant leads me to lean to the poor route, right? Because they're not great parents if he's going to do that, So probably the poor route. Anyways, they couldn't call him because he didn't have a cell phone, but the mom did notice several incoming calls to their home phone log late that evening. So she called that number back and no one answered. But her son magically returned quickly after the mom called the number, which was clearly Kristen Williams' cell phone. So,
you know what he was doing? Because this is an old school trick. He was calling information and then waiting for it to beep in. And then that's how he was picking up the phone call that she was calling in on the home line. It's a classic trick. Or you call weather.
So it wouldn't ring, you're saying?
Yeah, so it doesn't ring. So you hear the call waiting. So
yeah. So he was on the phone. It was just on. And then she would beep, and then
it's a classic trick. So
yeah, that's smart. Wow. I mean, they had it down to a science. When her son did get,
it doesn't sound like the first time either. So I'm gonna guess definitely she was trying to get some.
Clearly.
Yeah.
In fact, they probably fucked that night. He just didn't admit it to it. He didn't cop to it because he's a good boy. When her son got home, the mom noticed he was high as a kite and said, "Where the fuck were you?" And that's when he said, "I was smoking with Miss Williams in her van in the neighborhood."
It's getting blown by Miss Williams.
Yeah, she has a van. And that's when he saw his mom. He said, and then he said when he was with her, he saw his mom call her cell phone, and he asked Miss Williams to take him home immediately. And Miss Williams came to pick him up apparently around 1:30 a.m. and they drove around the corner and hotboxed her van, they said. So he was just, around the corner in the van with Miss Williams all night. Williams told detectives that she acts as a mentor to multiple sixth graders at Heritage and communicates regularly with these sixth graders via group chat. And that the 14-year-old boy that she smoked with in her vehicle had been to her residence before and spent time with her son. So it wasn't the first time they'd hung out. And
so she's smoking weed with probably her son too then.
Yeah.
And his friends.
As you've all deduced, it sounds to me like these two are fucking and maybe looking to Miss Williams' interactions with the other kids she claims are in a group chat with her.
Oh yeah, Miss Williams is way too friendly with these kids.
Yeah, Miss Williams is probably screwing a few of them. Certainly the one kid.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely him. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely him. So anyways, for now, he hasn't spilt the beans, but I imagine that they're trying to get the real information out of him. Someone in a suit right now is like, is that all Miss Williams did? And he's debating whether or not to spill the beans on Miss Williams is my guess. That's it.
Crazy. Well, I guess you can't call her a sex teacher technically, but kind of. I mean, not one to write home about either, really.
He was learning something.
No, that's the thing. Is he might not. She might get away with it because he doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah. She's not hot enough. He's online comparing other sex teachers. And she's not. She's below the median.
No, I can't cop to this.
Yeah. They're gonna have my picture next to her picture. I can't
make fun of me.
All right. Anyways. All right, fellas. Thank you for the stories today. It's time to close out the week with voicemails and 5-star reviews. If you write us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, especially, or anywhere else, you could prove to us it was 5 stars with some text accompanying those 5 stars. We will read it on the show, no matter what it says. Likewise, if you want to leave us a voicemail to have a chance to hear it on the show, either do it at 512-270-1480 or send it to hardfactorvoicemail@gmail.com. Okay?
Did anyone do that this week?
No. There was no Gmail submissions, but several voicemail line submissions. So we got plenty to talk about. We also have a couple 5-star reviews, which we're going to start with. And remember, 5-star reviews are read no matter what they say. When they come in with 5 stars, got some roasts today, fellas.
Oh no!
So here we go. First up, 5 stars from Fairy Boy. It says, "Love the show. What's up, boys? Longtime listener here since about 2019. Really love the show and usually agree with both sides of the political takes, leaning more towards Pat's views. But what finally made me write a review was Pat not getting defensive about the Let's Go Brandon call on Christmas, seemingly forgetting that Trump, who I hate, got called some of the worst things imaginable for 4 straight years on a daily basis. Oh, and another thing, used to love Mark. He was my favorite, but has turned into such a middleman who is afraid to have an opinion on any serious topic, especially political. Grow some balls."
Oh, I don't have political opinions. Okay, he wants to know my political opinions. I'm pro-choice, and I would have supported your mom having an abortion.
Oh,
that's what I'd say.
Heyo.
And I believe she probably thinks about it and regrets it every fucking day because you're a fucking loser that wants political takes. You fucking you Fairy Boy? Are you kidding me, Fairy Boy? No, I don't. I'm sorry if going after the mafia and all Catholics and the Pope and Emperor Musk isn't enough for you. I'm not going to give bullshit soapboxy political takes, whether you leave 1,000 5-star reviews or none.
I will, and they're not bullshit, my takes, but yeah.
Oh, I'd like to do funny stuff. I don't want to go listen to Rachel Maddow or Tucker Carlson if you want to hear political takes, you fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening, Fairy Boy. Mark, you were his favorite.
Well, obviously I'm not now, so I don't give a fuck. I hope he was again the abortion reference the abortion thing.
Okay, it doesn't get any better. But next up, 5 stars. Jay Zay. His review is mean to all of us. Kool-Aid Man, Communist, Feline Man, and the Sad Sack. Nothing like having Will scream in my ear first thing in the morning to get me going for the rest of the day. Absolute big dick energy from 3 great hosts is the reason why I'll be continuing to listen to the pod each and every day, since Mark absolutely loves to have the hosts rated on reviews. Here's my 2 cents. Will number 1, Pat number 2, Mark number 3, Wes number 4. Give me a shout when you guys realize Wes doesn't have what it takes to be a great radio personality. We'll happily take the position. HHGFT. P.S. Love the tracksuits. I suggest you guys do tracksuit Thursday every week.
What was that guy's name?
Jay-Zay.
Jay-Zay, I want to let you in on a little secret. All 3 of the hosts that you like, our favorite host personally is Wes. We're all the biggest fan of Wes because he has what he has what it takes. If you just
this
don't
is why
it.
rankings are bullshit.
Doesn't this guy know I have COVID?
Yeah,
It's long COVID. Man.
This is why rankings are bullshit.
Jay-Zay's just what Jay-Zay wants. That was a bomb. He was just dropping a bomb.
Jay-Zay's he's a very sad and angry individual. It takes one to know one. So, when you figure out how, to stop being putting other people down to make yourself feel better, call me because I'd like to know, Jay-Zay. But
don't hold your breath.
Yeah, go fuck yourself too.
These are mean.
Yeah, they were.
They're so mean today.
Great audition, by the way. And for your we'll call you in that glowing funny review you gave.
Yeah. Does he want it?
Cat? Did he call you Cat Man? That was brilliant.
Yeah. He thinks he's gonna be the 4th host. Wes, you're out of here.
Hey,
call Jay-Zay.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Get that guy out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
These are mean today. I want more political takes. Oh, please do an hour. Please do an hour of policy talk. Fairy Boy.
And thank
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Stick with me, Fairy Boy.
Yeah.
Fairy Boy, look, Fairy Boy and Jay-Zay, I think we're gonna move past this, but hey, you threw down the gauntlet.
And you can move past it with us or not, but you're not getting political takes from me.
Next up. Don't worry, fellas. I did the hard ones first. It's all downhill from here. 5 stars from Black Belt 121, and the review says, "Clerk Dietz finest." That's the title. He says, "My brother-in-law says to me, he says, hey, when I retire, I want balloons. I do it for my guys. What's your favorite color? I'm Clerk Dietz, and I even like this show."
That's very confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's asking what's our favorite color. It's Clerk Dietz.
Clerk Dietz.
I'm gonna look it up.
Twice.
See if anything.
Are we getting pranked here?
I don't know what's the deal with Clerk Dietz, but I love it.
I'm Googling Clerk Dietz.
Nothing comes up, Mark.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Clerk Dietz. All right,
purple.
Purple.
Oh, purple's mine too.
Oh, it's the royal color, man.
Yeah, that's mine.
I like purple too. Look at this.
Purple's mine.
Purple's.
So go with purple.
Color? You got to go with purple now. All 3 of us did.
No, I don't want to go with purple.
Purple.
My favorite color.
Purple.
Well, this is what Jay-Zay's talking about, Wes.
Is it brown, Wes?
I was talking about shirt. We're talking about shirt color. Then black is my favorite.
Purple
color.
and black.
That's close.
Black.
Purple and black balloons. It sounds
black.
great.
I like that. All right. Last 5-star review from Chef Pava. 5 stars. 10 out of 10. Looking for unbiased news? Stop and click play. The boys are 100% going to tell you an honest opinion while throwing in some comedy. Roll up, brew a coffee, and get lost in the hive. Have a great fucking day. Yeah.
There you go.
Chef Pava. That's what I'm talking about.
Go. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. See, told
Thank
you, fellas, it got better. Got
way better.
Got way better.
Right? Yeah. The first 2 were a little rough.
I bet that guy's the guy that I had a prank call me the other day.
What?
It was like a
How did he get your number?
I have no idea. And they
why do you think it's this guy?
I have the number saved. The idiots didn't even block their number. It was like a Chinese restaurant being like, I have your domain. And they kept reading me out this order, and I had just gotten COVID, and I was like, I'm not in the fucking mood for this.
Why do you think it was Jay-Z? How would he
I
get
don't
your
know.
number?
I have no idea. Anyone with
Yeah.
enough resources can get my number out there if it's not too hard.
Yeah, see. These 5 stars can get you. The rankings, that's another ranking one. The ranking ones are the most evil ones.
Dude, Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z knew.
No, you don't. Do you?
I think Jay-Z knew what they were doing. They're throwing us into a tailspin with that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Who the fuck asks for more like
Great audition.
hardline political takes? I want to hear exactly what you think about politics.
I think, it's
Fucking
probably
loser.
It's probably just because people are going to, I'll say this about the people who want to hear politics. You're going to get enough of it next year because of the election cycle.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is I think people have just cooled off, and then it's going to heat back up.
It's a fun comedy show. If we just debated politics all the time, it would be terrible.
Well, some people just love politics. They want to hear about it all the time. And I'd say more people don't on an off year. Next year, they're going to want to hear, everybody's going to want to talk about it. So
I like to talk political scandals. I don't like to talk policies. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, though. Voicemails, fellas. We got 7, and some of them are long, so we got to get into it. So here we go. But they're all topical, so.
Hey, y'all. It's Hayden from Greensboro. Calling before, but just wanted to talk a little bit about the story y'all had in today on Thursday with the DoorDash employees having to dash at least once a month. I like it. I mean, I drive for Grubhub, and it's great sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's really smooth. Sometimes the big orders are hitting. Like, there are times when I'll make $30 an hour. It's great. I mean, I got to work 15 hours a day to help pay my way through college. And, there's a lot more to it than people think. Like, for example, right now, it's almost midnight, and I'm in an abandoned mall parking lot. My battery's dead. Probably not going to get out of here till the wee hours in the morning. And it fucking sucks. It's pouring rain. Gunshots in the distance. I mean, we're in the fucking trenches every day delivering what's now an essential service, and we deserve fucking respect. And the fact that I know it's DoorDash, it's a different company, but I mean, the same thing fucking applies. And, it just goes to show how we're viewed in the eyes of not just the higher ups that send us wherever so they can have more change in their pocket, no matter what will end up happening to us, but I guess the whole world. And, I mean, delivery driver is technically the most dangerous job in America. And it's time we got fucking paid like it. Thank you. I know it's kind of long and rambly, but have a great fucking day. I sure as hell am not.
We should send that to the CEO of DoorDash and tell him to distribute it to his executics that are complaining.
And all the programmers. Fuck you
that's
guys.
what I'm saying, the programmers that are
why don't you go do a fucking day? Listen to how Hayden's night's going. All right.
Yeah.
You guys have delivered food before, right? Like, you guys have had delivery jobs, right?
I've never been a delivery driver myself. I've worked with a lot of them.
Not hot foods. I've delivered for like Amazon and whole stuff like that, but it's not hot foods ever.
Well, I've slanged a lot of pies. Right.
Me too.
I deliver for Instacart too, cold foods.
Man, I really hope that, was it Hayden? Was that his name?
Hayden, yeah.
I really hope that Hayden was in that parking lot with his dead battery eating the shit out of his client's food.
I agree. Yeah, I mean,
we appreciate you, Hayden.
Yeah, we got you, Hayden. I think that DoorDash is going to lose a lot of Haydens if they don't,
I'm also going to say, I'm sorry, you're saying, Mark.
I was just saying, people like Hayden are going to quit if like more press comes out that the rich people are bitching about doing one fucking service a month.
It's also
they should do it.
It's 2022, guys. If you order delivery food, right, it'll give you the option of a 15, 20, or 25% tip. If the tip is less than $5 with that percentage,
write your own tip,
do not order it or put $5
write your own
in
tip.
there.
You can always write your own tip. If you get one sandwich from Jimmy John's or one sandwich,
$5 at least.
Yeah, and it's a $9 sandwich and 25% is $3, and you're like, look at me, I'm giving a 25% tip. No.
It's
write in $5 or $6. Yeah.
One item orders is probably what kills these guys,
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
delivery people,
you do get a reputation for being a shitty tipper.
Oh yeah.
And it might bite you in the ass one time, and you might not even know it's biting you in the ass.
I always go max. I'm always max. You know me. I'm ordering more than one item.
For people delivering your food, you better fucking tip them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, fellas, from Colin.
Boy, just calling from California. Happy fucking New Year. The New Year, new me. Found out a fun fact today. You know that Froggy Fresh is fucking Tim Cassidy. Yeah, or Tyler Cassidy. The fucking guy from the guy that did the the bad is the same dude that did the one that burns the calories on my dick. That video? I am like fucking dumbfounded now, and mine's starting my 2022 off perfect because of this shit, boys. Pretty stoked throwing that out there. Is Pat related to him? I just want to know because last name's Cassidy, so I just want to make sure to see if Pat's related to him. Love you guys. Bye.
What a nut.
Colin also called back in with the second one, Colin knows we have a one Colin voicemail rule, and he says everybody should get on Getter and join him on Getter. Pat, is that your relative?
It's not, and I'll be honest with you. The Cassidys have dominated entertainment at a middle level for going on 65 years now, and I don't like another Cassidy who's not in our bloodline getting in there. I don't like it. So
yeah.
By the way, I just got a handwritten note. Inside baseball.
Oh,
Instacart. Every high-level employee from the CEO down does 2 shops a year, so not one a month, but
2 a year.
2 a year.
So
I got sick on my one shop this year, so yeah.
That's funny.
And what if you didn't hear
it though?
Colin was saying the Krispy Kreme guy is the
Tyler Cassidy. I think
Tyler Cassidy.
He's a comedian, I think.
Yeah,
he
Fresh
does
and Froggy
songs.
or something.
He does songs. He does piano songs. I'm googling him. He does like.
He was thinking it was part of your clan there.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
This isn't good. We're gonna have to have a meeting.
All right. Next one. Cassidy's are gonna have to deal with that. Next one is from. We'll find out.
Good morning, boys. This is JP from balmy Buffalo. I was just calling to give you guys a shout out. I just listened to the Tuesday morning episode while I was over at the gym, and I was thinking, right? You had that story about the not sex doll. You had the story about the mannequins getting beheaded. You know, I think you should send Yuri over there to go and show them guys how to actually take care of these dolls. Okay,
that's true.
Second,
he knows.
Love the fact that you guys got the Spotify reviews. I don't fuck with Apple, so I couldn't ever help you guys out. Now, all my boys, all my friends, we're hitting up that 5-star review on Spotify.
Yes, Hell yeah. JP.
Getting ready to send in the fucking car. Yeah. Have a great
Yes.
Damn, JP.
Dude, JP in Buffalo? Damn. Is he
Dude,
from
by the way,
Buffalo?
Oh.
I'm an Apple loyalist when it comes to podcasts. I have been, since day one. Dude, I have had to move on. The Apple Podcast app crashes like 1 in 6 times, probably. It just crashes. It's a fucking nightmare. Have you guys been having this problem?
The Apple Podcasts?
Yeah.
I haven't been listening to too many recently because I haven't been traveling. But
I've always listened to Spotify for music.
I only use Spotify now, pretty much.
I'm on Spotify all the time. For podcasts, I actually probably use Apple more, but Spotify for everything else. I don't know.
So I even moving over to Spotify for my podcast too, just because like my car defaults to Spotify. Everything's on Spotify.
Our hosting platform is owned by Spotify, so like the more Spotify listeners we have, the better for us.
Hey, yeah, get in there like JP.
Yeah.
And send in the fucking car on that 5-star. Just click it. It's just
5-star that Spotify.
Just go to our profile, 5-star. Click.
Pop the clutch on that fucker.
Pop it. All right. Next one is from Tom. This one's crazy.
What's up, Heart Sector boys? It's Tom from Chicago. I'm assuming you're probably going to do a story about the Virginia highway, just complete fuck up.
Yup.
Tomorrow, but wanted to give you a quick story about that. My parents are, they live in Virginia during the winter and Michigan during the summer, and they were driving from Michigan to Virginia yesterday. They left around like 6:30 in the morning, and they got trapped in that car pileup. And it was my parents and then my 98-year-old grandmother, and they were driving. And they got trapped in that and like couldn't move. And so they were, they like couldn't get to a gas station, and my dad said like the car was at like a quarter tank. And so my dad had to get all the water bottles full of like that were in the car, and then go run to a Wawa gas station.
Wow.
And just had to like make multiple trips just to keep the car fueled up. And it's
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
older
almost
people.
11 a.m. Central Time, but they like just got back, and so they were going from 6:30 a.m. yesterday up until about like 10 a.m. today. So car rides are
27
hell,
hours.
but
20
they're all
hours.
safe. So I don't know if you.
They're all safe. Okay.
I don't know with my story, but yep.
Thank
Have
you
a
for the
great fucking
story.
day.
Holy shit! 98-year grandma. I didn't think
story.
about that. You have to keep the heat on if there's.
Well, they're lucky they were next to a fucking gas station because a lot of people weren't.
And they were lucky with the 98-year-old grandma in the car. Weston, Tom called back in to clarify that what happened was basically, so his dad was getting, I guess, filled up the tank, but then eventually they were able to get the car to the Wawa, and they slept in the Wawa parking lot.
Oh, nice.
And so they were
he
able
was-
to like ride out the night in the Wawa parking lot, I guess, and then they finally got. But it still took them 27 hours to get to where they were going.
Terrible. Yeah.
There's probably people in a similar situation with older people in the car, and some people are just not good in situations like that. That sounds terrible. There was one funny news clip, because it's not a funny situation, but there's one funny news clip where I saw online where like the news was talking about people, and they're like they have nowhere to go to the bathroom, and then they zoomed in, and a guy whips his dick out, and it was on live TV, and they had to quickly pull away because
That was the best.
Yeah, he was just peeing in the side of the road, or like because you're there for 30 hours, you got to pee. You're like so
That was a
they
great.
They had
that
a
was great
helicopter
news clip.
view of his dick.
Yeah, he just whips it out. Yeah, Big Fudge sent that one.
Yeah.
How many people think you got like just hammered? Like, I mean, if you're in the car and you'd like just gotten like maybe to the liquor store, and then you just have all that liquor. I mean, you're probably getting like just
but the driver,
smashed, right?
you like.
Oh yeah, if
I
you
guess
have
if you're
some in the car, Wes.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
if you're following the reports, but those type of situations, like sometimes it could just open. Like, and you want to drive
Right.
drunk
That's-
in the ice? Like,
No,
Yeah,
you
but
don't.
I think what would happen
the
to me is
passengers could do that.
I would
but-
start drinking in the car and then I'd just leave the car.
Mhm.
You
If it
know,
was sub
like-
$2,500, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next one.
Thanks for the story, though. That's
I didn't know there were
glad they're
Wawas
safe.
in Virginia, to be honest with you.
They've expanded, Pat.
Dude,
Yeah,
they're all
Yeah.
in Florida too. They're all
yeah.
over the place.
expanded, all
And they're
over
nice
the-
in Virginia too because they're all new.
New, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one in Sterling. I'm looking. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, they got Wawas all over Virginia.
Whoa,
now.
That's
where we
It's
would have been-
It's not like it used to be.
That's where we would have been stealing cigarettes and trying to shoulder tap.
Well, it was Sheets when we were growing up. Well, actually, probably just 7-Eleven.
Exxon,
Always
Mobile,
7-Eleven.
yeah,
Always 7-Eleven.
Tiger Mart.
Like Mark was saying, it's bad when the 7-Eleven is closed, and that 7-Elevens were probably closed.
7-Eleven's
around the
closed.
highway.
People have died getting to work if the 7-Eleven's
Yeah.
All right, next one. Oh, if I play it.
Hey guys, Rupert Pupkin. I've been listening to the show for about a year. I was curious. What happened with you guys in Barstool? Were you on there before? I don't really know the history of the show. Just listening to it, kind of hear little tidbits, little inside jokes. It sounds like that I'm an outsider on, and I don't appreciate that. Have a great fucking day.
You too, Rupert. You have a great fucking day. That was a great one. So Rupert wants to know the history of the show. I think so. Yes, Rupert, we were with Barstool Sports for the first how many episodes? Like 500. About
2 years,
right?
2.5 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
And so there was right. So we started that in June of 2018, And we were with them on their podcast network until the end of 2020, December, until and then 2021 we were independent. And basically, we that's where we started. And we're still doing it. It's the same show now. And I think we're not in the office, none of us. Obviously, we're in the HQ office with Barstool, so we were kind of like a remote team, anyways. Probably some separation, and when our renewal came up, it just wasn't happening. So
yeah, I mean, just a money issue, right? Like they couldn't afford to pay for people in their 30s that have wives like a livable wage, based on different circumstances, and we weren't going to work for absolute peanuts. So it was kind of
we weren't in the office, so we weren't necessarily working hand in hand with the sales team to make sure that we're having enough ads and everything.
We're doing better now. So I mean, it worked out.
But thanks to people like you, Rupert, who are new to the show, who've actually grown the audience since we've left Barstool, and all the people who've stuck with us since we've been at Barstool. Like Mark said, we're still moving the downloads and selling the ads and keeping it going. It's just
numbers are going up now. Things are going up. Yeah.
So,
but yeah, maybe for a longer day. And no hard.
Is that it? Was that what are you guys?
That's perfect.
We don't have enough time to.
You guys good with?
We got no hard feelings there. It's good. We're friends with those cats. They just they gave us a gig, and then I think they were rolling out right when they made their last big business transaction. They were rolling out a bunch of new content. So they're like, oh, let's do these remote pods, and it just to be straight up honest, it's a slower grow if you're not in the Barstool office, and it was just too slow.
And unlike that piece of shit Fairy Boy, they don't want to hear political opinions, basically. Either.
Yeah, that also happened. Dave Portnoy did the Trump interview, and then it was pretty much a moratorium on
they're not into politics like Fairy Boy. So.
I think the politics aspect, also the COVID aspect. I mean, it happened. The office. Us being remote plus, I don't know. So you never know. But anyways. We're good. Everything's good. We have good relations with everybody at Barstool. We're probably going to have a lot of Barstool personalities on the show this year. They'll come back, so to come back to chop it up. So yeah, I mean, we're all still. It's all cool. There's no animosity or anything certainly between us and Barstool.
I literally had a baby with one of them.
Yeah. Right. Pat's baby is literally nicknamed the Barstool baby.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
He's got a contract there too. No. Not me, baby.
Anyone but Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Pat's house but Pat.
I do want to give a quick example. We went to Politicon, right, on the Barstool dime. So it was go get weird content there, and then just to really kind of sum it up, and we got great content there. Some of the stuff we got was great. And then it was okay, cool. Well, we know we paid for this. We can't support it.
Politics.
Straight up. So it was that kind of vibe.
It's the content. Yeah.
It was the content.
Right. It was
no hard feelings. But
that Politicon stuff was funny. Yeah. Remember Dennis Rodman talking about him hanging out with Kim Jong-un?
And then we started going to High Times Cannabis Cups, which was awesome. And they were like,
also,
they paid for it. And they were like, cool content. We can't support it.
Illegal.
We just started gambling.
Yeah.
So,
it's a timing. It's just whatever.
Not in the office. Not the right genre.
The show goes on.
Yeah.
Hard
doing better.
Prevails. Let's keep it going. And speaking of the Hard High prevailing, I'm really happy that this member is back this week with us. Here we go.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? Dallas Dave here to talk Leeds United. First of all, Happy New Year. Hope you and your families are doing well, and those who've been sick are recovering. Leeds had a festive period, which was thankfully marked by a couple cancellations of games due to COVID, because we surely would have lost to Liverpool.
Huge wins for Leeds.
As well, given all of our injuries.
Not playing
and how poorly we were playing.
Yes.
I think the highlight or the low light of those last couple weeks in December was the touchdown loss to Man City.
Yeah, that was bad.
Track meet. They ran all over us. And then the game against Arsenal, we had a 15-year-old on the bench. Now, he might be one of the best 15-year-olds in the world, but
that's
he's still a high school sophomore starting a professional soccer game. Or on the bench. He didn't play, but
that's funny.
Anyway, thankfully those games were postponed due to COVID, and then we started the new year off right with a 3-1 win at home over Burnley.
Yes.
So we have a couple games upcoming in the league, but actually have a nice little break. We play West Ham in the FA Cup this weekend, and then also play them in the league next weekend.
Yeah, fuck you,
we
West
only
Ham.
have 2 league games in the Premier League in the next month.
So we have some time to get those injured players back. Bamford, Calvin Phillips.
Really need them.
Actually for his yellow card. So I don't think Patty and Calvin will be ready till March. But long story short, we started the year with a win. And keep the faith. Hope you're doing well, boys. We'll talk to you soon. And HAGFD and MOT.
Man, it's so good to hear Dallas Dave, man.
Dallas Dave, I want to make a request, Dallas Dave. I love when he calls in. I'm not the biggest like leads. I don't really listen to what he's saying. I love his voice. I would request that he calls in the voicemail line.
Yeah, please, Dallas Dave.
Please, Dallas Dave.
So you have to record it to your phone.
At gmail.com.
Record it to your phone as a memo and then send it to Hard Factor.
Yes. Wes needs to hear those soothing tones and
really
crystal clear.
That's like ASMR.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's my only request, Dallas Dave. I love you.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. One last voicemail. That's a good one. Here we go.
It's not from
An old
Jay-Z,
friend.
is it?
Huh?
It's not from Jay-Z, is it?
No. It's painless.
He's going to prank your personal phone later.
Yeah, that's waiting for you in your personal inbox, Wes. No, this is just an old friend coming back to close things up for us. So,
well, hi, Clerk Pete again, or their Cleat for the boys back home. This show is rich, greatest on both sides of the Mississippi. I just want to say what he says to me. He says nothing more and nothing less. I'm Clerk Pete, and I approve this message.
Clerk Pete.
That's Clerk Pete.
We gotta figure out.
What a conundrum Clerk Pete is.
Clerk Pete. I love it.
Clerk Pete is the best of all time. I don't know who he is.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
We already got a new character for 2022.
Hey, what's your favorite
Clerk
color?
Pete.
Clerk Pete is definitely. I mean,
my mother-in-law's retired.
He's top tires you guys have.
Clerk Pete setting the bar for the Hive in 2022.
I'm taking down one note from this show, and it's just simply Clerk Pete. Boom. That's it. That's my takeaway. Also, shout out Mama C and Dairyman Adam, two Hardo Hive families who learned that they will be getting a little bit bigger this year. And that's a whole lot of feel good news to close out the first week of 2022 Hard Factor. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the podcast. Don't forget to sign up for Send in the Card tier on patreon.com/Hard Factor if you want to do the trivia with us next Friday, the 14th. Also, tune into the TikTok live tomorrow between the NFL games if you want to see the first episode of Hot Takes from the Hot Tub with Pokemon card unboxing bonuses to connect to the TikTok generation. And then also, we got to do the wheel real quick. So, got to spin for what the show will be like on Monday. Here we go. First up, cup of coffee in the big time. Can it be Pat for the 50th time in a row? We will find out. And it is. Oh, no.
Yes,
it is Pat.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Hey, at least you got the whole weekend to rate it, Pat.
Yeah, the whole weekend.
Oh, my God.
How is that possible?
Spin it. Oh, man. And oh, man.
His cup of coffee in the big time.
Damn.
We'll see who's the TikTok international moment.
He's so quiet. Looks like Mark.
It is Mark. We have a repeat, except no voicemails on Monday.
Nice. I thought we did a bang up job today, Pat, so ittle be good.
You think I said very good?
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. Incredible show. Can't wait for it again. I can't wait to talk to everybody again. But most importantly, have a great fucking day and weekend.